Our next guest knows how quickly a candidate can get hit on a misstep like this abortion dust-up. Herman Cain is a former presidential candidate and author of the book, The Right Problems, what the President, Congress, and every candidate should be working on. Great to see you again, sir. So, we just sort of ticked through sort of the positions, the reversals on the positions that we've seen from Trump, and just, this is the past 24 hours. What do you make of it?
Well, first of all, we know that Donald Trump is not a polished political politician. He's not. Yes. Did he make some statements that would be considered missteps or misstatements? Absolutely yes. Here's what Stewart and many of the establishment people don't understand about Donald Trump. They don't understand the difference between a strategic statement and a tactical statement. You are very easily going to get tripped up over tactical statements. It happened to me. But what people are attracted to Donald Trump about is the strategic implications that he makes with some of the things that he says. Yes, he has made some missteps. Yes, he has turned off certain groups. But if you go back and look at the enthusiasm poll that just came out from Gallup, his supporters are more enthusiastic than the supporters of some of the other candidates. I'm not going to defend that he may have made a misstatement. I'm not going to try to defend that. But what I am going to support is the fact that many of the things that he talks about are strategic and not down in the weeds with some of these tactical statements that people take and they run with it in order to be able to attack him.
When you refer to, yes, he may be alienating some groups, I mean, obviously, we're going to talk about this in a bit, but his numbers with women in particular have been very concerning to a lot of Republicans who, if they, whoever they choose, they want him to beat Hillary Clinton. And right now he's got, I think, 73% of the American women, this is all women, they have an unfavorable opinion of him. How is he going to turn that around?
Well, the way he's going to turn that around, Megan, is the same way he's going to turn around the perception of black people and other minorities. Because, keep in mind, many people in the media have spoon-fed the perception of Donald Trump relative to women, relative to blacks, relative to minorities, that some people in the media want them to have a Donald Trump. So once it gets down to the point,
you think the media has been against Donald Trump on all those issues? I mean, or has it been Donald Trump himself? I mean, what favors did he do himself by tweeting out something suggesting Heidi Cruz is unattractive?
No, Megan, no. Many of the people that are supporting Donald Trump, they don't go to social media and worry about all of that, okay? Let's go back to the fact. Yeah, but the media
has an obligation to report things like that when it comes from a presidential candidate. Yes, and when they do, how do you blame the media as opposed to the candidate?
Megan, yes, they do. Megan, I have watched this as closely as you have watched it. What I'm saying is many of the sound bites that the mainstream media, not all of them, but many of them have put out about Donald Trump have been anti-women messages, anti-black messages, anti-minority messages. Now, when Donald Trump gets to the point where he's able to get his message out directed at those groups when it's a one-on-one kind of a situation, I think he'll be able to turn that around. Remember, polls represent trends. I don't discount the fact that maybe in the poll that was reported on earlier that Trump has basically held steady. That means that his supporters did not lose enthusiasm. But for the fact that Cruz has gone from 19 to 40, that's suspect. My position is simply this on the polls, whether you're talking about Wisconsin or anybody else. Let the voters do the talking, and they're going to do the talking next Tuesday in Wisconsin.
Amen to that. Great to see you, Herman Cain.
Yes. Thank you, Megan.